There was a time when the ocean held the horrors now trapped in tape and screen, and it was then that she watched the waves too long, until they watched her back. On the island of Izu Oshima, Sadako's mother stood for hours on the rocky beach, her eyes fixed on the foaming waves as if they carried voices only she could hear. The locals whispered old sayings, half superstition, half warning. Frolic in brine, goblins be thine. Keep playing in the water, and the monster will come for you. 9 months later, Sadako was born. Even as a child, Sadako's presence carried a strange weight. She was the daughter of a seer, and something inside her felt otherworldly. Her powers flared like sudden lightning, wild and impossible to tame. When anger overtook her, objects shivered, lights flickered, and shadows seemed to move of their own accord. It was during a public demonstration of her mother's abilities that her secret truly revealed itself. When a journalist mocked her mother and called her a fraud, Sadako's fury erupted. With just a thought, without even understanding how, she lashed out. The man collapsed on the floor, life extinguished by an unseen force. In that moment, the fear around her became palpable, like the hush of an incoming storm. Her mother died soon after, leaving Sadako alone with a power she could neither understand nor control. The day came when she was lured to an old well. Its stones were cold, the shadows deep. She leaned over the rim, sensing the darkness below. A sudden pain tore through her skull as something struck her from behind. Dazed and bleeding, she felt 2 hands shove her into the pit. The world spun into blackness. She hit the bottom hard, the air knocked from her lungs. As her vision blurred, she heard the grinding of wood above, the well sealing like an eclipse swallowing the sun. Panic took hold. She clawed at the slippery stones, nails tearing, skin splitting, each attempt scraping her hands raw. She screamed until her voice gave out, but no one came. Hours turned to days. Hunger gnawed, then faded into numbness. 7 days, and the well became her tomb. Yet her spirit would not die. Decades later, the land above her grave changed. A log cabin was built over the forgotten well. When strangers stayed there, Sadako's rage awoke. She poured her hatred and sorrow into her nansha, the power to project thoughts onto objects. With that fury, she etched her curse onto a videotape, a death sentence for anyone who dared watch, their life ending after 7 days. The tape was not merely an image, it was Sadako herself. Each flicker of static, each distorted frame, carried her torment and her need for revenge. Her wrath swelled like a tidal wave. One night, as her anger consumed her, a dark fog rose at her feet. The sound of crashing waves echoed through the well, and a phantom surge of black water tore through the cabin. The current swallowed Sadako whole, dragging her through layers of reality. When she opened her eyes, she no longer saw the cabin. She stood barefoot on a desolate beach beneath a dark sky. Before her, the sea stretched into an endless black fog that kissed the horizon. The air was cold and still, save for the hiss of waves against sand. She stepped into the water, its chill seeping into her bones, but she did not shiver. The fog embraced her, pulling her deeper. It welcomed her rage, her pain, her endless thirst for vengeance. And as she vanished into the opaque mist, she became something more than a ghost. She became the Onryō, bound to another realm. Now, in the world of the entity, televisions flicker with ghostly static. Her silhouette crawls through the screen, hair dripping like ink, eyes unseen yet watching. Those who glimpse her face seldom return. Sadako Yamamura's story is one of sorrow, betrayal, and vengeance. From a lonely island to a forgotten well, from cursed tapes to the blackened fog, her legend is etched into every shadow, every flicker of light. She is the storm beneath still waters, the silence between heartbeats. And when the screen turns to static, it may already be too late. Enter the portal, remain in the fog.